Hi guys, welcome back to Rant number 8. Today we're going to be talking about Indian soaps. Now these are kind of the long-running dramas that have been airing in the UK, and to be honest they air all over the world. I appreciate you guys may not have seen these kind of Indian soaps, but kind of in my opinion and the people that I've spoken to, they very much tend to be just a load of overly dramatized bits of tripe. They're just absolutely rubbish. There's just nothing really in there that's worth your time, really. So, to give you an idea of these kind of soaps, you're looking at something like 1,500 episodes in one season. They don't even understand the concept of having seasons in their programs. It's just one season of 1,500 episodes, and they'll do that over something like 3 to 5 years. Now compare that to something like EastEnders, which started in 1985, ran for 35 years, and is still running now, having a total of 6,124 episodes. Now, if we were to compress that into the same way that these Indian dramas kind of run, you're looking at something like watching all of those 6,124 episodes over 20 years, not the 35 that they've currently run over. And to kind of put it another way, imagine Lost, watching 75 seasons of Lost at 20 episodes a season. That's kind of the scope of what you're looking at here. It's really just poured down your throat. Absolutely the kind of rubbish that they sort of put in these kind of dramas. It's constant. They'll have it on 8 o'clock in the morning, they'll have it on 12 o'clock, they'll have it on at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, again at 7, 8 o'clock in the afternoon, and again sort of around 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock early morning. They really want you to watch this stuff, and as long as you watch it, that's it. It's just incentive. It's like, yeah, we'll just go ahead and create some more. It doesn't matter. People are watching it, so yeah, we'll create more and more of this rubbish. And to give you an idea of the kind of storylines, things they won't do. Put it this way: EastEnders will look at certain topics, real life topics. They will go and discuss things like rape. They will discuss, violence in the home. They will discuss, alcohol abuse and things like that. And they'll have characters that will be, that will cover the sort of the BAME category and the LGBT category. But in Indian soaps, you don't see that. You will never see a gay man or a woman sort of openly going around saying I'm a lesbian, and forget sort of bisexuals and transsexuals. No, that's just not going to happen. And you will not see any black people in there, and as far as I've seen, you will not see any Oriental people of any kind. You may get a token gesture of a Caucasian, a white person making a sort of a appearance in a show like this, but otherwise no, it's literally very closed, shall we say, in terms of the type of cast that they go for. And the kind of storylines that they go for, again, are very focused around rotting your brain. There's nothing in terms of a stimulus there. It's the generics, family life, aspects of violence, relationships, love, anything that gives a storyline the opportunity to stretch and give characters a chance to evolve. So, when I was a little girl, I wished I would get married. Oh, I have now got married, and now I'm very happy. Now I've had an experience being married, I'm now very sad. So, it's trying to cover everything in there. Shall I have a divorce? No. Or shall I have another child? Oh, maybe I should. It'll help the marriage kind of sort of bond a bit more. Parents getting ill, brothers getting ill and dying, all that kind of bread and butter stuff. It's all the kind of stuff they love. Anything that pulls the older heartstrings kind of stuff and gets the emotions going, that's what they want, that's what they like. And in terms of like the background, as it were, of who pulls these strings, from my point of view, it tends to always be a meddling old bat. Okay, it's someone in the family who's going to be going around causing friction and creating rifts between families and between the individuals that are in these families, be they husband and wife, brother or sister, whoever it is, whatever the setup is. That's kind of what they're after, that's what they focus on. And that kind of keeps it going, because just when you think something's going to die out, there she comes on her broom and literally just goes ahead and throws a spin on a story, and that's it. Bang, we've got another 50 episodes or 100 episodes of this incompetent husband or that incompetent wife, or whatever the setup is, whatever they're going for. And to give you kind of idea of the sort of characters, as it were, with regards to the guys, you're going to get this kind of homoeroticism kind of sort of playing through with these, and you'll get your kind of dapper, well-groomed, for want of a better word, pretty boys, yeah, suited, booted, cleanly shaved, nice hairdo, aesthetically easy on the eye. And again, that's quite good because the women love that, so that gets the viewers in as well. Look at that guy, he's a bit of alright, oh, doesn't he look really, really nice? Bang, that's viewers, that's it. None of the guys really seem normal, shall we say. They all kind of seem a bit fake, if that makes sense. So, and what these guys will kind of do is they will be like kind of, I'm so innocent, I'm so I'm a businessman. I am a professional person. I don't have anything bad happening to me. Everything in my life is positive, and everything I do for the good of my family and the household, and etc., etc. So, any bad stuff that happens, things like police turning up, them being accused of fraud or kidnapping and stuff like that, will always get dramatized in an overly long-winded, oh my God, but he was so pure and fantastic, and really? Have the police come to arrest him and stuff like that? Oh, that's going to bring shame on our family, and that kind of stuff. And you'll also get these kind of I say sort of Casanova. You'll get your pretty boys, but you'll get pretty boys that have this kind of Casanova, I'll look into your eyes and I can have you kind of thing. That will be sort of going through as well. You'll get those kind of characters, and you can see with the videos that we currently have, that's kind of the character that they're going to portray. Someone that is somewhat of a ladies' man. And with regards to the guys in terms of the sort of bad guys, and we can kind of sort of see with the video that we've got on screen now, the guys are very much, there isn't that element of suited and booted type stuff. These are proper, blokes, proper guys, buffed. You wouldn't look at any of these guys and think, he looks like a nice guy, doesn't he? No, these guys stereotypically will be scripted to play the bad guy. It's always going to be that way, whether they like it or not. They don't have a choice. Yeah. So that's kind of how they do it. Any sort of eyeliner or anything along those lines that kind of accentuates a sense of evil is always a plus point, and yes, if they get a chance to do that, they will. So look out for that. And obviously these guys will tend to do the usual stuff. Alcoholics, get arrested by the police, they'll be doing drugs, they'll also sort of dabble in things like human trafficking, prostitution, kidnapping, this sort of usual bread and butter kind of stuff. Nothing's going to be nothing should be a shock to you in that one. In terms of the characters, they very much will portray themselves as bad guys, and that will come through to you as the viewer, and you should be able to see that very easily. But for some reason, the people in the program are absolutely, I would say, as thick as something, as thick as poo, put it that way, in terms of they can't see that. They can't see the obvious. And with regards to the female characters, you've kind of got this setup of, it's kind of a few different setups. So if the girl is good, then we're going to say that she's innocent, she's religious, she's family orientated, she's going to be a good mother and good with children and good going forwards in terms of her morals and values, etc., etc. The flip side of that is that if we're going to have a bad girl, and you can kind of sort of see on screen, when we get a bad girl, the camera angles are very sharp, and they're very much focused on sort of, wow, oh my god, she's kind of turned up, she's here to sort of rock the boat kind of thing, terror from above, that kind of stuff. It's 15 different camera angles, any entrance they do, whether they walk through a door, whether they turn up in a car, everyone's just going to be like, oh my god, it's her, she's come here, and it's the game changer, isn't it? It's the game changer in the script. It basically says, hey, look, the script is going to change now, for the good or the bad. You never know, most of the time it's going to be for the bad. And for, again, 50 episodes, 100 episodes, 200, 300, 400 episodes, this character will be doing their thing, whatever their thing is. And that's kind of how they do it. But then the flip side of that is, if they're poor, then it's kind of driven in that they're going to have certain values. So things like, again, family values, religious, innocent. But if they're rich and affluent, then they're going to be kind of jealous, immature, bitchy, rebellious, that kind of sort of behaviour. And again, that kind of comes through. So if they're overly well dressed, then, and they portray a sense of affluence, then you could kind of assume that they will be having these kind of bitchy, rebelliousy kind of attributes in the script for their character. Now, the women also do something quite fantastic as well, which I haven't seen any woman do in real life, but again, put a comment below if you know someone that does this. They will wake up in the morning, they will be fully adorned, and when I mean fully adorned, I mean they will be dressed effectively like they're going to a wedding. Okay, they'll be wearing some heeled shoes of some description, some jewellery, and a nice dress or an outfit of some description. And regardless of the time of day, regardless of the temperature, regardless of the location, say desert, shopping centre, okay, morning, night, whether it's raining or whether it's 40 degrees or and sunny and that kind of stuff, it doesn't matter. The clothes are the same. They will always dress the same from the minute they wake up until the minute they go to sleep. And it's absolutely crazy, because no one does that in real life. No one goes to sleep fully dressed with makeup and high heels, and no one wakes up like that, unless obviously you've come back on a Friday night from having a bender kind of stuff, and literally you couldn't be bothered to change and you just passed out on the sort of couch or on the floor. But yeah, that doesn't happen in these soaps. No one drinks, so that's not going to happen. And then you get other sort of scenarios as well. You'll get people who will get injured. And this is quite a nice one as well, because again, it doesn't matter what happens. If it's a slap, it's like a power slap. If it's a punch, it's a power punch. If someone gets hit by a car, it's not, it's a dink. Okay, they've just jumped onto the bonnet, they've rolled off, they've, using whatever skills of the stuntman or whatever it is that they've done, camera trickery, etc., they've ended up on the floor. And somehow it's a case of, oh my god, he's got brain hemorrhaging, oh my god, he's going to die. If they're elderly and, say for example, someone shouts at them, then it's very much a case of, oh my god, they're going to have a heart attack. This applies to male characters and female characters. Anyone who's physically attacked, regardless of the level of physicality here in the attack, no one's going to get crowbarred to the face kind of stuff, and we're not talking about things like saw and mutilation and decapitation and stuff like that, but 3 or 4 punches to the face, a couple of sort of blows to the midriff, that kind of stuff, and all of a sudden it's a case of, no, this is horrendous. This needs someone to be taken to the hospital, and as a result of being taken to the hospital, this little, what I could always describe as a hermit crab-like doctor will turn up from out of the blue and will say the same thing that he says every single time. It will be, oh my god, we've had to put them into ICU. Oh my god, how is he? Oh, it's a critical situation. It doesn't matter what it is. To be honest, you could break wind, okay, in an Indian soap, and someone will probably turn around and say, it's critical, we think his backside's going to have a butt attack, we've put them in ICU or something. It's literally, it's just stupid. Okay, no woman is going to get slapped in the face once and end up in ICU. Okay, unless that woman who is receiving the slap has received it as a result of someone whacking them on the face with a brick or something. You know, it's just not going to happen. But that doesn't matter in these soaps. They don't care. They'll just keep on throwing continuity out of the window. And what they do is they kind of package this this scaremongering. You know, don't go out at night. You might slip on a banana and get coma. You know, don't lift anything too heavy or you might get a heart attack. You know, don't walk hand in hand in case one person gets electrocuted by a falling electric pylon, you know, and you both get electrocuted and died. So it's constant in that way, where it's drumming it down your throat. But they package this in kind of overly dramatical scenes where they can't but help make something that is simple unnecessarily long-winded, you know, kind of like what we've got here, where really it's a lady who's fallen down the stairs, seems to somehow, in a slightly sort of exorcist-like manner, seems to be slowly levitating downwards, while Pretty Boy here goes and basically tries to save her. And if you spent more time actually running to her and less time with all these camera angles, you probably would get to her a little bit quicker. But in saying that, she should have hit the floor a long time ago, but that's not going to happen. So yeah, this is kind of the crazy stuff that you get to see, and this is kind of the crazy stuff that gets forced down your throat. And if that's not enough, then you've got mothers who are going to be playing daughters, daughters who will play mothers. You've got characters who will die and then they'll come back again. You know, it's stupid. It really is. It's like you've got nothing better to do than just sort of have this kind of, you know, oh, he's dead, is he? Oh, is he dead? Is he? Oh, we didn't realise that. Can we not bring him back? We could. We can't obviously bring him back as himself. I tell you what, we'll bring him back as his long lost brother, a la Hello Hello with Rene. If you watch Hello Hello, you know, that kind of reincarnated stuff. And yeah, that character comes back in, and the cycle carries on. That's it, you know. So say I'll put a couple of clips in this video, so obviously, you know, you'll have seen quite a few of them. So definitely check out a soap if you can. Just get on YouTube and just put in Indian drama, Indian soap, something like that, and I'm sure, you know, you'll find something that you can watch for about 10 minutes and literally feel like you'll want to hang yourself. It really is just boring stuff. So give it a go, and then tell me what you think in the comments below, and I would very much be interested to see you know, how it was for you guys. So take care everyone, and I will see you all in the next video.